On the campus of Gardner-Webb University, a killer alert is somewhere killing college students. It's all right, guys. Got up this morning and the clothes dryer quit working. So, living in this little town, yeah, you can't find no parts. So I'm heading to Shelby. Y'all want to go? See what we can get into? Let's do it. All right, guys, I'm in uptown Shelby at the Court Square. My name's Ronnie, and you guessed it, life is good today. So, here is the old Court Square. And it is now currently the home of the Earl Scruggs Center. If you do not know who Earl Scruggs is, then let me give you a little bit of history. Earl Scruggs is, who is Earl Scruggs? Earl Scruggs is, or was, a banjo playing fool. I mean, he invented the 3-finger picking method. But you're probably still saying, who is Earl Scruggs? Well, you may know the theme song of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food and up through the...
Yep, the Ballad of Jed Clampett, that's right. Earl Scruggs and Lester Flatt actually wrote that song, performed it, and were in a couple of the episodes of the Beverly Hillbillies. So, pretty cool, huh? And currently they are using the old Shelby Courthouse as like a museum, and they showcase local music and stuff of that nature. We'll pan around, we'll look here at the other spots here on around the square. They're doing a lot of construction, revitalizing the area. You're saying, wait, what's so special about that church? Well, back in 2010, they filmed a little movie here in town, and they used that church as a backdrop and also the Court Square. That movie that they filmed was called Blood Done Signed My Name. And, you may recognize a couple of the actors, Ricky Schroeder and Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker was in Guardians of the Galaxy. And he was in that movie or that TV show called The Walking Dead. Old Daryl Dixon's brother, Merle. Yep, that's right. So that's pretty neat, huh? Well, we're going to take a walk around the Court Square. Right here we come up on this is the Korea and Vietnam War Memorial. This is listing those that died in those wars that were from this area. Confederate statue that was put here, to commemorate the Confederate heroes of Cleveland County. You know, to each their own. I'm not going to get into that debate, but you know, hey. We get on this side. This is the south side of the square. We've got the World War II memorial with all the names of the men and women that from this area that have, you know, that. Yep. So. See, there's a picture of Mr. Earl Scruggs himself, banjo picking player. I mean, you know, you can read here, it says, you know, he was from nearby Flint Hill community. Like I said, he was the, Flint Hill is like just right outside of Bowling Springs city limits, down in the southeast. And, you know, I mean, you know, local heroes, musicians, movie stars, that kind of thing, I guess, what we're going to say. But anywho, so yeah, all right, so let's see if we can't cross the street without getting run over. I was talking to myself.
Oh, I thought you was filming me.
No, I can film you if you want me to, but
Only if it's going to make me famous.
nah, I don't know that it'd do that, but you never know. Now guys, as you can see down there, I'm not going to walk down there. Well, I'll try to throw up a picture to give a better, so you can see it better. But that's the old State Theater. It was what was it? It's like in the 30s. I'm not sure the exact date. I'll try to put it in here, but in the 30s that theater opened up, and then it became the Flick Theater. But now it's called the Don Gibson Theater. But yeah, Don Gibson, I mean, he wrote some, I want to think the song was called "Oh Lonesome Me." Now, if you're a
Hey man, what are you doing? You got on my 40, homie. Hey, what's that under your shirt? You got belly now.
what do you mean I got a belly?
Come back to work, got some patient interviews for you too.
All right, guys. So yeah, Don Gibson. I mean, he was a country music star back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. He had such hits as, I believe it was "Oh Lonesome Me." Not 100% on that. I'll look at the information up, put it in here. But, you know, they were, you know, not only did he have songs, but he had those songs that, you know, Patsy Cline, I believe, had covered some of his songs, and Ray Charles. So, you know, Shelby's got a few local things going on here, a little bit of history and excitement, but you know, I have to walk back toward the courthouse from the old Don Gibson Theater. I mean, we've got all these old buildings and history. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things that went on in this town over the, you know, 170 plus years that it's been a town, no doubt. So, all right. Okay, guys, as you can see, this little area right here, there was another movie filmed here in Shelby. I mean, kind of a big deal too. It was the Hunger Games. Can't really get too much, really can't see a whole lot, but this is where they filmed that movie, The Hunger Games, District 12. That's right. So that's where they filmed the scene where she takes her sister's place in the Hunger Games. So, another little fun fact. It doesn't look exactly the same as it did back when they filmed it, but you know, I'll try to put in a few pictures, you know, to show, see if we can make a comparison. All right, let's do this. All right, so we're heading back toward the house. We're still in Shelby, and we're just gonna continue on. All right, guys, I mean, I'm not gonna actually stop at this location, but this is the Shelby Airport. It was a movie called Education in Love, filmed in 2018. They used the Shelby Airport as you know, to film some of their scenes at. So here we are at the Earles Studios and Entertainment Complex. They've been around since 1973, right here in Shelby. I mean, this is like 5 minutes from my house. I mean, here we are. I mean, here's the, you know, there's the gate. So right here we're at the Earles Studios main office. This place has been here since the 70s, and they have produced 41 feature films in the 70s and 80s. As you can look up there on the marquee, there's let's see, Hyperspace, Earl Owensby, the man, the myth, the legend, Wolfman, A Day of Judgment, Death Driver, Chain Gang, Buckstone County Line, you know, Rottweiler, Hit the Road Running. That's crazy, but you see that one right there on the, you know, right there close to the middle, Rutherford County line. That little movie right there, filmed in the 80s. Well, guess what? There's a local gentleman that lives 8 minutes from my house named Wayne Talent. He was in that movie. And you may or may not know this, but Mr. Wayne, well, that's Alma's dad. Yeah, he was an extra in that movie. I mean, he was just at a little roadside diner, you know, drinking coffee, nothing special, but, you know, no film credit or anything like that, but he was in the movie. Little neat thing, ain't it? But all right, so hey, you know, you never know what you're going to find as you know, you just never know what there is in this world unless you get out there and do a little research and find out. I mean, we can't go on cruises, but hey, we can take the little day trips or whatnot. Okay, well, on to the next venture. And of course, Flint Hill community is that way. But we are here in Bowling Springs once again. I'm taking the back way in. Here on the campus of Gardner-Webb University, Earl Ormsby filmed his feature film in 1981 called Final Exam. Here at the Gardner-Webb University football field, a country music star received his honorary degree back in the 70s. His name was Johnny Cash. Of course, Johnny Cash is not the only country music star to have visited this area. There was an old hippie guy. He come and visited this area, sang some country music, hung out with Earl Ormsby right down the road here at Earl's house. His name is Willie Nelson. That's right, Willie Nelson. They did a concert down there at the Circle J Ranch, and I'm sure there was some pot smoking going on. What do you think? I'm sure of it. right, guys, finally made it home from going and getting that part in Shelby, and look what I see. Couple of deer out in the field. All right, guys, if you like this video, please, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. I'll have more videos of some kind, hopefully a cruise video before long, but hey. Oh, yeah, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think, all right?